This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Located in Alberta, Canada, the Banff Springs Golf Club is a sight to see. Just spectacular views around every corner and challenging holes that will test every level of player. Rich Loader alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports on the call today. Frank, how would you describe this layout here at Banff Springs?
Well, Rich, the holes gently roll along the Bow River underneath those magnificent snow-capped peaks of Sulphur Mountain, Mount Rundle, and the other one in the distance is Tunnel Mountain. The greens range from these huge, massive, expansive sort of surfaces to small and flat, so very diverse. What a great shot.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320. This looks like it's going to find the target.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Routine stuff for Rory, that's a par. Here at the par 3 second hole, just about 170 yards. Challenging shot now from 180 yards. Frank, what's so compelling about rivalries in sports is that athletes need each other if they're going to go to great heights. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to solidify his legend. Jack Nicklaus probably needed Arnold Palmer to go to a place that he had not been. And I think that's true across the board as we look at rivalries in sports.
I think it defines careers, Rich. It's not until those players retire that they realized how important it was to have that foe. You know, so often we're living in the present like we are now with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. And it's not for years to come that we'll realize the sport wouldn't have been the same with one without the other.
Really good drive here, about 320 yards and straight. Frank, chance to go for the green in 2 here at the third?
There is, but you can also use the terrain, which will kick the ball towards the left. So if you haven't hit the best of tee shots, land that ball to the right, let it feed on.
Just a sensational shot, and he will have that for an eagle.
Amazing. Just like that, pick up 2 on the field.
He has this putt for eagle. No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
Well, look at this hole, Frank. A par 3, 192 yards. It is beautiful.
It's called Devil's Cauldron, but with that lake, I think that should cool you down, not heat you up. Just keep an eye on that drop of elevation. For every 10 yards, you should reduce it by a club. So it's going to play some 50, 60 feet downhill.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Looks like he just misread that. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Had every chance of going in.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Nudge this one home, finish it up.
That's plain not fair.
Boy, this game is cruel, Frank. You get on a roll and then smack. Hits you right in the face and knocks you down. Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, 5th hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Second shot now to the par 4 5th.
Just minimally uphill, Rich, with a green too that opens up towards that left side. Just want to make sure you carry the front and pitch the ball well into the middle of the screen and not really worry about it Once the flag is past that middle section, though, players are definitely going to have to go further left.
Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Collects another birdie with that stroke and goes to 2 under. Frank, you played at the highest level all over the world. What was a comfortable yardage for you on holes like this?
I actually had a club, believe it or not, that just the grooves on it, it would go 105 yards. It was a lofted sand iron, whether it was out of the first cut or up or the fairway. So if I could hit it around 100 yards, I could almost hit that distance with my eyes closed. After that, 70 yards was the next one. So everybody has that little sort of sweet spot with the wedge.
So that means on a hole like this, you were looking for something off the tee in the 265 to 270 range, and that would put what club in your hand?
Just in those days, it was a 53-degree sand iron. Yeah.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Has a hat trick and looking for more. 3 birdies now on the deck. Now to the second par 5 on this opening 9. Frank, this is a pretty long hole, 602 yards.
Well, it's called hoodoo. You know what hoodoo means? It means bad luck, actually, so you don't really want to be thinking about that on this tee shot. 602 yards, if you belt one off the tee, you might avoid the bad luck.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards, just crushed it in the fairway. Frank, no reason here to think we're going to see anything other than another good shot.
Yeah, in a great flow, and golf like this looks easy. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
He'll be pleased with that. The approach shot is about 12 feet away.
It's at sneaky distance.
Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Frank, this would be huge.
Oh, it's got that strut going, everything. This is when that hole starts to look a little bit bigger. You really feel like you can start to make everything.
Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water. Frank, only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. No problem at all. Good putt and stays at 4 under par. So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Hole bends a little bit to the right. You can favor the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier.
Frankie could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach too. And Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up.
Big swing right there and a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. So a tester from 4 feet. Frank, that is nothing more than a punch to the gut.
Oh, it's cruel, Rich. Good putt and deserves so much more. Another shot at it, though.
And takes the wind right out of your sails. Setting up to start the back 9 here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front 9, Frank Hill will be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
That's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Eyeing this putt for a birdie. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Now to the 11th hole. It's a par 4, 417 yards. Frank, what's the key here?
A nice little draw down that left side would be the ideal tee shot. The carry on that two little bunkers down the left side really isn't overly long, but that's the desired entry into this green.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Just a pure strike and a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
has to be feeling good right now. Looks good with 2 straight birdies and 7 under on the card. Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker. Oh, that had some meat behind it.
Let's see what the dominant number 1 player can do. Rory McIlroy now on the approach shot. Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Par 3 13th, it's 225 yards. Frank, you happy walking out of here with a 3?
Yeah, take a 3, go to the next hole, unless it's match play.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Oh, how did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. Just a couple of feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's a par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you were spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. This is a fairway you must hit. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Birdie try up next. This would be nice. A birdie on the card. See if he can make it. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Routine stuff for Rory. That's a par. Frank, looking out here on the 15th hole, this looks like a spot where you could really crank one that you could tell your buddies about.
It's another hole that suits a player that hits the ball right to left. It's no surprise to see why Rory McIlroy plays well around here. Nice, big, high towering draw. It's going to go that extra yardage because of the elevation.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Moves to -8. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly have.
You got every bit of that one.
Let it all go.
A driver better than 315 yards. Wow. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. And it'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish.
He has put himself in an excellent position with a beautiful tee shot. And now a good look at the green. Took the big stick off the tee, but still challenging short second shot coming up here, Frank.
A much shorter second shot here on 17, Rich. But because that green's elevated, you've actually got to be that much more precise with this pitch.
For birdie. Well into red figures at 9 under for the round. Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers, left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of two things, the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this fairway.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky.
Frank, this is a shot any player would love to have. Trying to finish off a round, par 5 18th. What are we looking at?
Well, half the job's done with that tee shot, which was just tremendous, Rich. Now, you know, it really is a big opportunity. If you can just sort of flush that second shot, this is a big green. A good chance coming up ahead here for an eagle, at least a birdie.
Well, Frank, as we wrap things up here at Banff Springs, we think about reasons we love this game. A, the competition, but I think also where it takes us to amazing places like the Canadian Rockies.
It was a great day to play golf and take pictures, but you know, the golf course right in front of you, it is absolutely beautiful to the eye and rewarding too for some good golf.
Well, that'll wrap it up for all of us here at EA Sports. I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo saying, until next time.